The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Chargers 21, Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chargers. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man is Palmer. He's spaced opening. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. Work to do on 3rd and right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. There's Abdullah from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel to pull off an impressive comeback now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
The quarter. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 69 yards.
And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chargers 42, Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32. direction. They'll throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's complete to Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Carr now on first down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception.
So, he's got him in, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from loop.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence, but we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now, Carr again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Now Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now Carr. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
49. Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats and as far as extra need. You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come